the 60th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Jeremy Brown from Oklahoma State.
Ah, this guy? And he's terrible.
Good night, everyone, and thanks for coming.
There's my guy.
Your guy? Your guy was told by his agent that he was gonna be a late first round, maybe second round draft pick. Your guy's supposed to be in New York with the rest of those chumps. Your guy's about to blow his freaking lid because his dream of being in the NBA is still just a dream.
Hey, chill, man. I know this isn't how we wanted it to go down. Believe me. Like I told you, you're my last best hope at the agency. If you wash out, I wash out with you. But I was thinking, maybe this was the best thing that could have happened to you.
How you figure that, genius?
Better to go undrafted and have a choice than to be picked late by a stacked playoff team where your chances of making the team are about as high as my chances of dating a supermodel, which, despite my contagious charm, are pretty freaking slim.
So what's the move, man?
This just affects our timing, okay? You just gotta keep working hard and be ready. Injuries, overhyped draft picks. Sooner or later, players are gonna wash out and they are going to call you. You hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Good. Remember, Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team and made fools pay for it the rest of his career. Use the draft day slight as motivation, a chip on your shoulder at the beginning of a long journey. And like every journey, this one begins with a single step. So your first step is to keep working hard. And we'll find you a home before you know it.
All right, man. I'm believing in you, bro. Make it happen. Undrafted, basketball has been my life since day one. What am I gonna do now? This can't be the end. Is my dream really dead?
Okay. I know you've been staying in shape, working hard on your game, waiting for your shot.
Yeah, so when's that gonna be? Because you told me not getting picked was a good thing.
It was. It was. This is America. Freedom of choice and all that good stuff. And that is why I'm here. Now is the time. Teams are able to offer 10-day contracts at this point, and I've been on the phone nonstop. There's some definite interest in you.
What's that mean? I get to pick where I want to go?
Whoa. It's not that easy, my friend. But there are several teams willing to give you a little tryout, see if it makes sense for them to sign you.
Listen, man. First of all, you're not my friend. You're my agent. And second, where's the list? Because I'm ready to play.
Keep in mind that these teams have varying levels of interest. If you want the 10-day deal, you're going to have to work a lot harder to impress some of these teams than others.
Man, I don't care about that. Where's the list?
Okay, here's the list. Let me know where you want to go, and I'll make it happen.
So I went to look at teams I could try out for. I was looking for the Knicks because they sure as hell need a point guard. But my own hometown team didn't have any interest in me. That broke my heart and was some BS. And then secondly, I knew I suck ass at this game and I wasn't going to make it to one of the A+ or A teams. So I decided to look at a team in the middle of the road. For some reason, the Charlotte Hornets and that logo was always stuck out of my mind when I was a kid. So I figured I'd try out for them. And then we went to the practice gym to do the tryout.
You handled yourself pretty well at the pre-draft workouts. But that's not quite the same thing as playing with real men in the NBA now, is it? Now listen, We don't bring guys all the way out here because we don't think they can contribute to this team. We've got a good mix of veterans and some young players here, but we could always use some fresh legs and some game. You'll be running with the 2s against the 1s. So let's see if every GM in this league was wrong for not drafting you. Because if you prove you belong, all the talent evaluators were idiots.
Oh, I belong, all right. Ain't no doubt in my mind, coach.
From the very beginning of the tryout, nothing was going my way. I just wasn't feeling right here. I don't know if it was the nerves of trying out for an NBA team or because I had one too many chicken biscuits before the game. Which, by the way, I don't regret at all because those chicken biscuits are freaking, they are freaking scrumptious. Anyway, on defense, I was just letting my man blow by me. On offense, I wasn't really working with the team. When I got the ball in my hand, I was shooting bricks. I could have built like 8 brick houses that even a wolf couldn't blow down. Near the end of the quarter, I started getting to a little bit of a groove. I got some assists, was working on the fast break, and I even hit a nice little tough layup at the end. You see, I had the Gatorade symbol. I was running around all over the place. I needed some electrolytes in my system. Remember, I needed a B grade. I got a B minus. I just felt a little bit too short, so I already knew what the coach was going to say afterwards.
What separates the good ones from the great ones in this league is consistency.
Yes, sir. Long seasons, long playoffs. I get it.
You obviously have the skills to make it in the NBA.
But
we're not sure you have the right body type or the skill set to do it night in, night out. Hey, keep your head up. Hang in there. We'll see if we can make something happen.
So even though I failed to get on the Hornets, it was okay because I saw that even if I played really shitty, I could still get a B grade if I just played a little bit better. So I went for another B team, the Denver Nuggets. They have a nice little core of point guards already. But I figured I'll make a nice third man and I'll take over that starting spot eventually. So I went for the tryout for that team.
You obviously didn't have the kind of college career or pre-draft workouts that justify being drafted. But we saw enough in your game to bring you in for a look. What you do with that chance is all on you. You'll be running with the 2s against the 1s, so nothing's going to come easy. Obviously, this team has some veteran leadership and some explosive young talent. But we wouldn't have brought you out here if we didn't have legitimate interest. So the time for talk is over. Let's see what kind of game you got.
man, I got all the game you need. Believe that.
So right away, I took up a different mentality for this tryout. I had to come to the realization that I'm a fat ass, 6'0", 230-pound point guard. I ain't gonna be elevating over anyone. I ain't gonna be blowing by anyone right now. So I just need to dictate the offense, make the passes where I need them, take the shots when I got them. So I made sure I got my teammates involved, and when they passed it to me for the open shot, I was able to drain a couple threes this time with that sweet jump shot. I dropped a nice diamond here and there, and they even tried to double team me at one point, which I passed out of nicely, and I was just doing anything I could to get that B grade, which I successfully got. So I was hoping to hear some good things after practice.
Yo, rookie.
Huh?
Some of my colleagues thought it might have been a fluke.
What?
Said there's no way an undrafted rookie could be that good.
All right, so what do you think?
I think you can do it every day of the week.
You sound like a smart man.
And the smart man has some advice for you.
What's that?
Tell your agent to stay by his phone. That's right. If there's any way we can get you here, we will.
Move, man. What are you doing?
We got our foot in the door. The Nuggets have offered you a 10-day deal.
Why not a year?
Because you're an undrafted, unproven commodity. But they saw enough to take a flyer on you. So you have exactly 10 days, 240 freaking hours to show that you belong. You perform, you got a shot at a guaranteed deal for the rest of the season. We both live to breathe another day. You don't, you got a shot at being last in a long line of might events, and I'm probably out on the street too. Living in this rat hole.
Hold up. Rat hole? This is all I can afford because you didn't get me drafted.
Let's call it a charming fixer-upper. Now pack your bags. We're going to the show.
Yeah, boy. I'm going to the league. I got my foot in the door, and I'm going to kick this sucker down, man.
You better. I don't want to ruin any more suits sitting on these vermin-infested couches of yours.
Man, it's my house you talking about. Finally, I'm in the league.
did well in the workout and in the scrimmage.
He's a baller. You give him a legit shot, and he's gonna make the most of it. I mean, when it comes down to crunch time, there's no one...
10 days, my man. We'll see if he can swim with the big fish. If he does, he might have a shot to be signed for the rest of the year. He might even find himself a spot in the rotation. If not, son, he's back on the streets. You ready?
I'm ready, willing, and able, sir. You'll see.
Good. Get out of here. You too.
So in the end, the Denver Nuggets decided to take a shot with the first Native American, Puerto Rican mass play in the NBA, BigRedNY. It might only be a 10-day contract, but we're going to make the most of it. We're going to be staying for the whole year. I'm BigRedNY. We're just getting started in 2K15, my career. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one for the first game. Peace. There we go. I see him going over the top. I see you diving. Put it away, you motherfucker. Put it away. There it goes. I turned British for a second here. I said, there it is.